If you have ever played Elden Ring, you have most likely, and if you've even played any Dark Souls games for example, heard the term get good. The term get good is surrounded around the people who can't play Souls games because they bitch about the accessibility or about it being too hard for them to actually experience the game, where players who enjoyed the game and can actually beat the difficulty because the games realistically aren't that hard if you actually grind and you actually level up your weapons, they use the term get good or skill issue. And every single time From Software releases a new title, new DLC, the discussion comes up again. Can there be an easy mode? Why is the game so hard? Why are the bosses so hard? And in Shadow of an Erdtree, it's happening a fucking again. And it's actually kind of crazy that, again, we've been over this before, and Elden Ring was the 2022 Game of the Year winner, and we're still over this. Can we have an easy mode? Can we have easier accessibility? Elden Ring is by far the most accessible From Software game to date. There have been people who played the game with dance pads and with a bunch of crazy ass controllers. It's not like it's hard. If those people can beat the game, and I remember that one from years ago, beating the fucking game with a dance pad, you should be able to beat the game with a controller or mouse and keyboard. Now, with Shadow of an Erdtree, there are some legitimate concerns, like on PC, there are performance stutters. I play on PC, I have a 4070, I haven't seen any of these stutters, or maybe I'm just fucking blind because I'm a, reject console gamer. I don't know. Maybe I am just blind. But I have not been witnessing a lot of performance issues, but for other people's PCs, they might be weaker, they might be stronger, where they are experiencing issues. And that is a really real just criticism of the DLC. Other criticisms, like it's not as big as it should be. I saw one review on Steam where it's like there's only 20 to 30 new enemy types, and I'm thinking like, is that small for an Elden Ring DLC? Like I know there are hundreds in the main game, but they're introducing 20 to 30 new enemy types, like brand new, and that's not like impressive to you? I mean, for a DLC, like that's pretty big. Now, if From Software has done more in the past, then that is an issue, of course, but 20 to 30 is still a really big number. But the main criticisms that lie with Shadow of an Erdtree is that the bosses are too tough. Now, at the very start of the fucking DLC, the game literally tells you to go out and search, I completely forgot what they're called, but there's something to upgrade your spirits, and then something to upgrade you as a whole. Now, the entire DLC levels to your character, so you could be level 500, it doesn't matter. The bosses will still be just as difficult as if you were level 100. The thing you need are those little gems you find around and sacred tombs or wherever in the map. So go for those immediately. You don't want to rush through bosses. I've only killed 3 bosses. 2 of them were side bosses, and I'm calling the big tree fucker in the middle a boss because that thing is just annoying. Like, people who say that thing is hard, it's really not. It's annoying more like, because you actually have to have patience with the big tree fucker. So if you have patience and you can take your time instead of trying to rush it, like I saw one video of a YouTuber, I'm not going to fucking name names, where they just got off their horse after it got killed and didn't revive the horse and just started hitting it with a hammer. And I was thinking, what are you doing? Get back on the horse. It will be unbelievably harder if you try to do this on foot. I don't know what the fuck the guy was doing, but again, it's a lot of stupidity that comes out of these complaints, and a lot of it is just people not having patience or not even understanding how to play. Go for the shit Elden Ring tells you to go for, and then you'll be able to go back and kill those bosses. Just like what you fucking did when you first played the game. You went to go get new gear, you grinded, you got all that shit, like the golden seeds and the tears to level up your healing as well. So I don't know why players aren't just doing that again, like they've done and been told before, to make the game and the experience easier. I mean, for fuck's sake, it's not even funny when Kai Cenat, someone who's only been playing the game, a very well-known streamer, a huge streamer, who's only been playing Elden Ring for the past few months, is able to beat the 3rd major boss of the fucking DLC, and all these other people are complaining. The guy's only been playing Souls games for a few months now, and like, you are all fucking stuck on this? Like, it's unbelievably surprising to me that someone who has just started their huge Souls journey is killing these bosses with ease, most likely because they're playing the game, and Kai is playing the game and following what From Software and Elden Ring are telling you to do. Go for all the shit that helps you in the DLC instead of just trying to rush through the bosses like so many people probably expected that they could do. I imagine tons of people thought, look, I got a level 200 character, I'm gonna kill everything super easy, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And they're getting fucking bodied and they're getting mad about it. That is exactly what a lot of players, I guarantee, thought when they went straight into the DLC. And I know for a fact all of this discussion will bring back the arguments, why don't we have accessibility? Why isn't the game easier? Blah, 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 blah. Like, honestly, and I'm gonna to say this as well, get fucking good. I have been playing the DLC for about 5 hours, I've killed 3 bosses, I've still been enjoying my time. Have I struggled with other bosses? Yes, I can guarantee you that fucking knight that you find and the fucking lion, whatever the fuck that was, is unbelievably difficult and annoying. If you do the objectives that Elden Ring tells you to do, like I have, the bosses will become easier. Like I have seen, the side bosses have become dramatically easier because I've been grinding, leveling, and actually getting the shit that the game tells me to get. If you do that as well, you will also level up. I don't understand why people who did this when the game first launched, who said, yeah, no, to get better, you gotta level up. And now they're complaining that you have to level up even though their characters are level 200. Miyazaki, sorry, literally told you, yes, this fucking DLC will scale to your level and you'll have to regrind for shit again. And I don't understand why players are complaining about it. Like, would you want to go in super strong and just have a really boring experience, or have another challenge that Miyazaki and From Software just throw at you, which I personally love, because now my $40-50 I spent on the DLC won't be wasted in the matter of 5 hours because I was already too overpowered for the DLC. But the community does also still raise valid concerns, like with PC performance. There were PC performance issues at the game at the original launch of Elden Ring. We've all know it, we've all seen it, so it is good that the community is calling them out again and that are review bombing them because of their shitty performance, and hopefully From Software gets it to fucking together and actually releases a solid PC port that isn't fucking broken at launch, because this is the second time now that I've seen them do this. But overall for the DLC, have I been enjoying it? Yes, I have been dramatically enjoying it. It is hard, harder than the main game, I would definitely say. This shit is difficult, but it is still fun. The challenge is still there. Getting the Mimic tier to help me out, getting other players to help me out. Like I recently had a 6-hour stream. I had people from the stream help me out. It made my life a lot easier. We did almost kill a certain boss. I fucking gave up because I was like, okay, we'll come back to this later. But the DLC is still a lot of fun, and if you are an Elden Ring player, I would highly recommend it, because again, it is a lot of fun. You do have to actually play the fucking game though in order to succeed in the DLC. You can't rely on your character that may be level 150, 250 to complete the DLC. You just can't. But that's all that there is for this video. Do you agree that, Elden Ring players just need to get good? Do you agree that it's fun? Have you witnessed any PC performance issues if you play on the platform or on Xbox and PlayStation 5? Let me know down in the comments below. But if you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing if you so choose to. Thank you all again for the massive support recently. I had a lot of fun making this video, and especially the intro, so, give it a like if you did enjoy. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.